In summer of 2012, environmental leaders from around the world gather in Berkeley, California to exchange experiences and learn new approaches to solving environmental issues of local and global importance.
In order to get something done for your organization, whether it's a nonprofit, government, or industry, you have to be able to work productively with others. And that brings you into collaborative leadership.
I work with the grassroots people. So now I take away the experience of grassroots people in fishing communities, Vietnam, from Indonesia, from Nepal, from Brazil. And their issues are the same as the grassroots people I work with in Uganda.
From diverse countries and organizations, these leaders face one common challenge: how to ensure that the voices and interests of all stakeholders are heard.
They are not educated, but they know how to talk, they know how to reason, they know how to get what they want.
The tools that are being used in terms of to increase your effort on getting all different stakeholders together in the table to get them their interests rather than positions, and then also to bring forward the role of each stakeholder to get into an agreement at the end of the day.
This program actually ties very squarely into one of Chevron Way values of protecting people and the environment and enhancing stakeholder engagement, multi-stakeholder engagement most of the time and all of the time. I see it as very, very worthwhile.
The ELP travels through Salinas Valley and visits Alba, where farm workers are trained to become organic growers. At Morro Bay, they learn about the unique ridge-to-reef ecosystem-based management of the watershed.
And so one of the things that we've done is working with the local fire departments in California to come up with a fire management plan to do controlled burns in the watershed.
It's about understanding where the problem is coming from and then addressing those problems as we can.
Further up the coast, the critical issue is agricultural runoff. Stricter water regulations are motivating people to work together.
At the Moss Landing Research Lab, we talked with the researchers there about the work they're doing, collaborative working between the government, the labs, the universities, and the ranchers and farmers to try to deal with runoff and polluted runoff going into the waterways. Even though, for example, the problem in California is nitrates, we have a similar runoff problem that's harming the Great Lakes. It's phosphorus. It doesn't matter whether it's phosphorus or nitrogen. It's a problem runoff from agriculture, and they have a very interesting collaborative model that they've come up with where they're donating land to build wetlands and build channels that can filter these waters.
The group travels to Capay Valley in Yolo County to visit the highly diverse organic farm called Full Belly. Judith Redmond takes the ELP on a tour of her farm and answers questions.
The best way to deal with disease problems is with really, really healthy soil. It means that hopefully many, many children who are hungry right now will have a full belly when they go to bed. And as farmers, we believe that the farmers can help make that happen.
When we went to the field trip at the weekend, I was able to see another side of America which I've never seen. We interacted with rural farmers, hands-on, people who were picking crops, people who were, goats, sheep, compost. That's what amazed me, and it was like, this is really global, because at the end of the day, it's all about food, it's all about clean water, it's all about income generation.
Back in the classroom, ELP participants share cases and argue their perspectives.
What I am defending is that we have some results in the University of Mexico. We have worked with different poor populations in Mexico City. They are facing these two challenges. They are poor and they are facing climate change. So this is very vulnerable people that we must attend. We must create a public policy in order to help them cope with climate change in the years to come.
Or attract wildlife numbers from the protected areas onto their land. Now when this is done, the next step is to come up with management plan and then constitutions for government to devolve authority a management and ownership authority to the people to manage their own wildlife resources.
We have like fishery, forestry, tourists, eco-tourists. As the government try to decentralize the power and authority to those local community. So I think co-management should be a proper term to use, because it's not only the community themselves.
Since 2001, the ELP offers an intensive summer course at UC Berkeley that combines peer exchanges and collaborative leadership training with state-of-the-art environmental policy and science. Our alumni come from more than 95 countries. Become part of the ELP network.